If you've ever looked your cat right in the eyes and let out your absolute best meow, well, you've taken part in one of the most misunderstood and honestly most fascinating interactions in the entire animal kingdom. But what's really going on in their furry little head?
You might be totally convinced you're having some kind of deep, meaningful conversation, but the truth is, it's way more surprising than that. And frankly, it's way more interesting. What if I told you that your cat's reaction reveals something absolutely extraordinary about your relationship?
All right, so let's start by just unraveling a huge common misconception. This story really begins with someone who was absolutely certain she had cracked the feline code.
So, this is Sarah from Portland. For years, she would greet her cat, Whiskers, with this carefully perfected meow, 100% believing they were speaking the same language. She even recorded their little dialogues, proudly telling all her friends that she was basically fluent in feline.
But then, everything changed. Sarah stumbled on this research paper from the University of Lund, Sweden, and what she read just made her question everything. And it wasn't a sad discovery, it was this stunning aha moment, a realization that their entire language was built on a complete misunderstanding.
And here it is, this is the crucial point, the one that changes everything. Adult cats, in natural settings, almost never meow at other adult cats. Just let that sink in for a second. The sound we most associate with cats, it isn't really for them at all.
So if the meow isn't for other cats, who is it for? This is where we get into the secret history of how our feline friends really, truly communicate.
You see, when adult cats talk to each other, they use this incredibly rich language of tail positions, ear twitches, scent marking, and a whole range of hisses and growls and chirps. But look closely at that vocabulary. Notice what's missing. Right, the classic meow.
So researchers realize that the meow is essentially an invented language. It's a vocal tool that domestic cats developed over millennia for one and only one purpose: to get the attention of the clueless humans they live with. They literally invented it for us.
Okay, so we know cats meow at us. But what do they think when we, these giant, clumsy humans, try to meow back at them?
Well, first things first, your cat is not fooled. Not for a second. Studies from the University of Tokyo confirm that cats can easily pick out their owner's voice from a stranger's. And here's the kicker. They often make a conscious decision whether or not to even respond. I mean, classic cat behavior, right?
And this is the crucial difference in perspective. We might be worried they think we're just a terrible, giant cat. But from their point of view, they recognize it as you, their human, making an effort to use the special communication tool that they taught you. This story about a rescue cat named Oliver is just perfect. He barely reacted to normal human speech, but he became incredibly curious when people made these cat-adjacent sounds. I'm talking really bad meows. It wasn't about acoustic perfection. He was responding to the effort, the intention to connect.
So, if a perfect impression isn't the goal, how can we use this knowledge to communicate better? Well, it's not about mimicry. It's all about connection.
So here's the crucial point. Forget trying to sound exactly like a cat. Research from Cornell University shows that what really matters is using a specific sound consistently in a specific context and then pairing it with positive interactions. It all breaks down into 3 simple keys. First, consistency. Use the same sound for the same context, like a specific little chirp every time you fill the food bowl. Second, it's all in the tone. Use that high-pitched, gentle motherese, the way we instinctively talk to babies. And third, body language. You gotta back up your sounds with relaxed posture and, of course, the famous slow blink.
This is exactly what a guy named James did with his shy rescue Luna. He didn't meow. He used a consistent, soft chirp every time he entered the room. And over time, that sound became their private signal for, I'm here and you're safe. They built their own shared language.
And really, that's what this is all about. This isn't just some communication hack. It's an expression of one of the most remarkable interspecies bonds on the planet.
Your meow is part of a 10,000-year-old story. Cats essentially domesticated themselves, and the ones who were better at getting our attention, often through their voices, had a huge survival advantage. The meow is an evolutionary masterpiece of connection.
And there's real biochemistry behind this bond. Dr. Kikusui's research found that when you have these positive interactions, talking, meowing, petting, both you and your cat get a rush of oxytocin, the love hormone. It's a genuine, mutual, neurochemical bonding event.
And this bond can be profound. Take Maria, a nurse who is grieving.
Her cat Mochi started a new ritual, meowing softly until she responded. Maria described it as a lifeline, a form of communion that reminded her she wasn't alone. This is so much more than just a sound.
So the next time you meow at your cat, remember, you're not speaking their language. You are speaking a language you created together, a language of effort, of history, and of love. The real question isn't whether you're doing it right, but what else that unique language can tell you about the incredible bond you share.
Before you go, remember this. Your cat is doing something right now that most owners completely miss. At Feline Frontier, we don't just share cute cat facts, we uncover the hidden meanings, the quiet signals, and the strange behaviors your cat uses every single day to communicate with you. From the sounds that instantly calm a stressed cat, to the tiny habits that prove they trust you, to the mistakes that silently hurt them more than you realize. Everything here is designed to help you understand your cat on a deeper level. So if you've ever looked at your cat and thought, "What are you really trying to tell me?" You're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to Feline Frontier, because the next video might explain something your cat has been waiting years for you to understand. See you in the next frontier of feline truth.